Hi guys, I'm back again today with another reaction video, and today we're reacting to a foreigner's message to Malaysia. I got this requested in a couple of comments and also on Instagram. So we're gonna see what this is all about. I'm really excited to hear what he got to say or what he has to say. Well, before we do start, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Click that bell button to get notified whenever I do upload a video. Anyways guys, let's check this out. So let's see what Darren...
Malaysia, a place where I feel at home.
You see, Irish?
A place where I do not feel alone. A place where my belly has grown.
Ooh, I like that. I love food, so let's do this, Malaysia. Oh, look how pretty and clean it is.
This video isn't about self-pity. It's just my story, because this is a historical event that we will be talking about for generations to come. What we are going through, what we've been through, is just incredible. It's surreal. I arrived here in March and had full intentions of exploring as much of the country as I could. I wanted to go to the East Coast, I wanted to go all over the place. Just a couple of weeks into March, whilst I was based in Kuala Lumpur, things started to happen with the COVID-19. And Malaysia very quickly jumped into action and started to introduce the movement control order. And during those first 2 weeks, there was lots of anxiety. I had friends, family messaging me saying, "When are you coming home?"
Yeah.
I had the British government advising everybody to come home. If you're on holiday, come home.
I don't know, I'm already in tears.
Home, no travel.
It's not even
so I'm
sad.
sat there thinking, what do I do? Do I go back home? Do I fly 20 hours, 2 airports, and go back to the UK?
And
or
be with people in the confinement? I mean, not really, but yeah, like, who wants to travel when these things are happening? Nah, not me. I would just stay in Malaysia as well.
do I stay here in Malaysia? Very difficult decision to make, especially when you've got family back home that you very much care for, and you don't want them to be infected. And I knew if I went back to the UK, I would have to live with my parents, and I wouldn't want to bring any virus into their home. I wouldn't want them to fall ill due to the virus. When I saw Malaysia jump into action, whilst the UK was kind of still open for business,
oh yeah, UK was
I made the
late.
decision that I am going to strand myself in Malaysia and stay here and see through whatever amount of time it was going to take. I honestly thought it was just going to be for a couple of weeks. I didn't realise that I would be locked down in my apartment for 11 weeks. Didn't leave the building for 11 weeks.
Oh, damn.
I have to say, I have been incredibly impressed with how Malaysia has handled the COVID-19 there. As I said, jumped straight into action with the movement control order. All of the state borders were, had police and army making sure that people were not moving around. You could only go for food and essential products, go to the pharmacy, go to the doctors or dentist. You couldn't go exercising. They were very strict. When an area had a large number of cases, it was completely locked down.
I love the fact that it's so quiet.
Soldiers there, and that's what needed to be done. It's not nice to see that image on TV of all neighbourhoods in barbed wire, surrounding with barbed wire, but it's what needs to be done. You need to have strong leadership, and I feel that the Ministry of Health dealt with it fantastically.
Yeah.
The frontliners dealt with it amazingly.
I know the story already, that's why I'm kind of like...
I never get involved in religion. I keep positive. I'm a positive person 90% of the time.
90%, that's good. That's a lot of percentage.
Is a model for the rest of the world, and I'm not just saying that because I'm here. I really do feel that it is a model that countries from around the world should be following.
Yes,
because
Darren,
how
you
they
got
dealt
it.
with it was amazing. Every single person was trapped from the original case, and that's what you need to do. Quarantined for 11 weeks. I was shadow boxing to the Rocky theme tune.
Oh wow.
That happened.
At least.
I was weightlifting with water bottles. That happened as well. I spent a lot of time looking out my window, just thinking, staring into space. And the only thing I could hear, silence and my breathing. Sound of birds occasionally. No cars on the roads.
That's sad, because it was alone.
So quiet, so surreal. It started to drive me a little bit mad and a bit crazy. So I had to start putting on music pretty much all day long. Spotify. Just playing all day long. Because the silence got to me. And when you are alone in an apartment for that amount of time, it can send you a little bit crazy. I am so thankful for the people that contacted me. You know, people in Malaysia who live in Malaysia. Don't know me other than doing YouTube videos or on Twitter or Instagram. People were so caring and asking me how I was I needing anything? And that didn't make me feel as alone. That made me feel better that I had people there looking out for me. I was able to keep in touch with my parents, and my parents did amazing, my mum and dad, because they self-quarantined themselves for, well before the government started to recommend that people quarantine themselves.
Okay, that's great.
It was a crazy time, and certainly one that I don't want to have to live through again. What I was surprised about is when I went to the immigration office to extend my visa, KL Central was dead, the metro was dead. This was probably back end of April, beginning of May.
Okay.
And that made me realise that people here took this really seriously, and the people are part of the reason why that this hasn't been as bad in Malaysia as it has been in other countries. When you look at the figures so far, I don't want to tempt fate, but when you look at the figures so far, compared with the UK, Italy, Spain, America, Russia, and I think that a lot of it is down to the people. Just people stayed at home, people locked down, thanks to you too, because it could have been so much worse. But I just want to say thank you, Malaysia, for looking out for me.
Why is this?
Looking after me, for those people that approached me and asked me if I was okay and if I needed anything. Thank you for Clement for looking out for me, keeping in touch and giving me a safe home to live in over these last 5 months nearly.
Happy for
And
you.
very soon I'm going to be going on a road trip.
Oh, I thought he was
4
going to go
weeks.
home.
So I'll talk about that in a future video.
I thought he was going to
And
leave.
yeah, thank you to the frontliners. Thank you for putting your life in danger every single day. Thank you to those amazing men and women who delivered my food every day.
Yeah.
And thank God we're getting a semblance of normal back.
That's nice. Oh, Darren, why? You have to be so nice. Oh, that was really touching. It's really touching. I feel like I'm gonna watch this one too. Why I love living in Malaysia, because I want to know. So I think I'm gonna watch that maybe next weekend or soon. We'll see. But yeah, this was really, really beautiful. I'm so glad you guys requested me to react to this, because it even put more understanding to how it's like kind of like how do you call this? It's kind of like a review of what actually happened, or the country in itself, because we heard it from like medias, we heard it from like foreigners, we heard it from like other sources, but like for a foreigner to actually get locked there and not be a media source is kind of like a personal thing. Okay, so I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, like I've lost it, but let me know. That's really interesting, and I'm gonna blow my nose So let me go. I just, you know what I want to do? I want to try the food. Like I see him here, like trying, and I really really want to try. I might try to look for Malaysian food here in the Philippines and try. But I know it's not gonna be as authentic, but I wanna really try it. Like I can't wait no more. But anyways, if you like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave in the comment section down below what other videos you'd like to react to. The original link of this video will be in the description box down below. So it's my social media link. So guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.